It's the Andy and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. There's Dave Cackley. Program note, tomorrow we'll be off. I have to go videotape for a project that we're working on. So, and you know what? I'm going to be there by 7.
Oh, okay. So you're going to have to not quite get up even close to as early as I have to get up on a normal day.
Well, I feel for you. And, you know.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you're right. Because you're the dumbass who just keeps doing it.
You're right. Okay, you know what? You're right. This is on me. This is a Dave. This is not an Andy problem. This is a Dave problem. I made my bed and I've got to lie in it, but not for very long because then I got to get up and do a bunch of bullshit. So
yeah. So, well, let's start off with the elephant in the room today.
Which
our
is
friend Eris.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I caught that early this morning because I woke up at like 2 a.m. and you wake up because you go to bed early and you're like, I'll check Facebook, and then I see what Scott Winters had posted, and I
didn't see Scott's.
He had cancer for a few years. He lost his voice, I think, back in 2019. So it wasn't shocking, but it was still. I mean, because this is a guy I grew up with. I grew up listening to him, working at Custom Countertop, thinking, God, that would be such a great job to have. And then I got to work with him, which was a treat.
Yeah,
he was just awesome. No semblance of ego at all, at least in my interactions with him. And
you know what? I have to correct you on that because I think there was an ego there, but I don't think that it was what most people thought. I think Eris had a healthy enough ego to know that he had this, right?
Well, he knew his shit. He knew what he was doing. Yeah.
But
it wasn't an error. There wasn't an arrogance there.
No, not at all. And I think that was the preconceived notion that so many people had, including myself. Because when they hired him to come work at KLQ, it was like, oh my God. Now we're going to have to, have this diva walking up and down the halls and, deal with his ego and all this other guys. And he was just he just blended right in. It was awesome. And then as the years clicked off and we really got to know Eris, he was the guy you wanted to be. I mean, oh my God. It's because you'd be doing, going through the nuts and bolts and the motions of the work we had to do. And he made no bullshit bones about anything. I can't believe I'm at Sumden Video talking about this idiot's goddamn. While Steve's here.
Christ, I got to sell this bullshit. Why am I up this early? I'm too old for this. What the hell am I doing with my life? And then boom. But then the second the microphone is on.
Oh my God.
Professional, smooth, doesn't miss a beat, and honestly, the best voice I've ever heard in radio. From just smooth, and that goes back obviously to his musician days, but he could just you couldn't duplicate that voice. It was just so smooth and so cool. He was cool. And the fact that Eris Hampers was his actual name,
right,
and not some bullshit fake radio name is I appreciated that.
Some of my favorites too were like being around rock stars. But, and again, the professionalism came out when it was time, but you could be around some baby band that was just trying to get their start up, and 2 seconds before the band walked in the room, Eris would be like, oh, these guys are going nowhere. I can't believe they're coming into the studio. How'd they get a record deal? Oh
they suck worse than anything that sucks. Yeah, you have good stories like just a little quick tidbits like, oh yeah, I remember the time me and a buddy were at this bar in LA and George Michael started hitting on him, and then running into Bob Seger and flipping out on Bob Seger because Seger still owed him money for putting banners up at some bar.
My favorite Eris story though will be this one, always and forever. Scott Gorham, who played guitar with Thin Lizzy, had started up a band called 21 Guns.
Oh, I remember 21 Guns.
Remember 21 Guns?
Yes, I do.
They had one barely hit.
Yes.
And it went nowhere, right?
Right.
But they were doing the 94 Cent concert tour and all this other crap. So Gorham comes into the studio, and Eris and I get into an argument over nothing. I don't even remember what it was about. it was pointless. But it escalated to the point where the lead guitar player of Thin Lizzy, this guy toured the entire world, right? And here he is in Grand Rapids between two local disc jockeys like this. Guys, stop. Trying to referee a fight between Andy and Aris. And I can only imagine when he got in the elevator and thought on his way down. Oh my God!
Well, see, Aris must have not had his cigarette yet, because that was still my most vivid memory of Aris. It's obviously sad because he ended up with lung cancer, but going into the studio at 101.3 The Fox at the time, and he was just sitting there by the window, just trying to get the last few puffs out before he had to go boom, right? Yeah. And like, because the rules did not, and nobody cared. It's like, yeah, Aris can do that. I got no issue with that. I'm not a smoker. I don't care one way or the other.
Yep.
But it was just funny. And he was always cool to me. Yep. Always. I never had an issue.
And
again, we go back to the ego thing.
Yeah.
You talk about he had a healthy ego, because so many people that you and I have worked with in this business, especially in the radio industry, had just out of control, some of the most narcissistic douchebags on the planet. And I will leave out names because I honestly got along with everybody anyway. But then there would be those like, okay, you think you're more than you are.
I always hated that mentality. Honestly, I have always looked at this job that I'm a ditch digger that got given the wrong tool. And I believe that. My lot in life did not include being a media personality. From day one, there's no reason I ended up doing this at all. But to see the ones that are, and in all honesty, when I share pictures of me and rock stars and stuff like that, it's not very comfortable, because I don't like to feel like a braggart at all. But there are some of those in our industry that just thought, because they have a transmitter that, they're He-Man and they have the power. Guess what? Yeah. They don't last. And they're all pushing a broom somewhere at this point, and that's fine with me, because this is what we do is an art. It's a business, and it's essential to every community. And the fact that it's retracting out to this one big national platform right now, I want to stress this. If you're out there watching this, hear me now. It ain't good to continue to go into this national or at least regional feel of our news and our local flavor and our stuff like that. And I'm going to use Aris as a very key point. Had this all happened through the Aris years, look what we would have missed with his wisdom, his ability to connect with people that were a lot bigger than West Michigan. That's all going away. And we're going to be stuck in a world of Ryan Seacrest.
Oh yeah,
for a long time.
No, that's it. And that's not even to crap on Ryan Seacrest.
Not at all.
He just shouldn't be in literally every single market all the time. Because it's just, and there's a bit of Carson Daly in that whole thing as well. And again, no, and these people are basically like human wallpaper. You don't tune in to listen. I wonder what insightful tidbit Ryan Seacrest is going to give to me. But that's not his job anyway. He's a voice, and it's kind of generic, and he does his job, and he works hard at it. And same with Carson Daly. Again, no disrespect intended, but at the same time, your local guys like Aris are. It's the end of an era.
Yep.
And that is going away, and it's not coming back. And the only way to get it, quite honestly, is in formats like this, which honestly may be a better way to do it anyway. Yeah. It could be addition by subtraction.
Yep.
So there you go.
All right, let's remember. And you know what? We did this intentionally today because I don't think Aris would want us to drag
but you can't not mention it.
No. And that's why I was saying I wanted to mention it in a very positive light with some fun memories about Aris.
Yeah.
Because he was a great influence on my life, and I'm very thankful. I really am.
Absolutely. Well said.
All right, news.
All right, let's get into it. There ain't going to be no rematch.
Wait, stop.
What?
We got down to 9:45 on that talk about Aris.
Wow.
9:45. 94.5.
Wow. Oh, very appropriate. Now, had we gone 96,
I looked down at the clock, and it was
96.9.
It was 9 minutes 45 seconds that we talked
Yeah.
about Eras. How's that for a coincidence?
That's perfect.
All right.
That is absolutely
All right, do your
perfect.
news.
All right, there ain't going to be no rematch in the presidential race in 2024, at least if the majority of Americans have their way. According to a recent ABC poll, over 50% of Republicans do not want former President Donald Trump to run again in 2024. 60% of Democrats do not want Biden to run again. Of course, we're 19 months out, and I will say this. If we end up with these two again, not only will I not vote, it will not exist. And as far as my news goes, and as far as the things I talk about on this or in personal relationships, it will not exist.
Nope.
I will not discuss it. I will not.
I'm with you.
I will not going to regurgitate 2020 all over again. We don't need it. We don't want it.
Nope.
You need fresh blood. And we all know how it's going to go too. You're going to have whoever ends up being the candidate for the Democrats is going to be painted a pinko communist by the right, and whoever runs as a Republican is going to be Donald Trump 2.0.
Yep.
That's the way. That is going to be the narrative from both sides on it. And I already know it. It's like, I've seen this. I saw the original. I didn't like it. I got no need for the sequel. I don't.
And I'm going to tell you, I will add this in too. I think Biden was an acceptable sacrificial lamb to get over what was there. I don't think he was perfect. I don't think he was the ideal candidate.
Of course he wasn't perfect.
Or anything like that, right? But another 4 years of what we had, no goddamn way.
Well, we can't have.
We can't have
either of these people.
Absolutely not.
We can't again. Like, this dude is off. I mean, again, Trump was a buffoon and a cartoon character. This guy's not mentally there. You cannot put him up again.
Nope.
But you can't
I
do
agree.
it. So we shall see what happens. Moving on, eating more ultra processed food. This story hurts me a bit. Eating more ultra processed food has been linked to ovarian cancer. Well, good news
Why
is
does that
I don't
hurt
have
you?
Ovaries. Again, I started saying this and I realized, wait
Dave,
a second.
Is there
I
something
don't
you're not
have
telling
ovaries.
us?
Oh, look, you do not. Hey,
Are you one of those?
How dare you?
Stand up
How
and pull your
dare you?
pants down.
No, we're not going there. According to the latest study, women who consume prepackaged soups, hot dogs, sausages, French fries, sodas, store-bought cookies, cakes, donuts, and ice cream can increase their ovarian cancer risk by nearly 20%. That study was comprised of around 100,000 women in the United Kingdom. So take that for what it's worth. We all know it's not good for you, but sometimes it's just so delicious. Sometimes it just hits the spot. With a possible exception of this past Saturday when I went to Wendy's and had a disgruntled 70-year-old woman get pissed at me for asking for a straw for my Coke.
How dare you?
Oh God, I'm getting paid $17 an hour for this. I got to give you a straw too? I just gave you 2 undercooked junior hamburgers. What more do you want from me? You're lucky you're not projectile vomiting in 5 minutes.
Wait a minute. You're so cheap you ordered the junior hamburger list?
Yes, I did.
You
honestly,
cheapskate.
yeah, well, dude, in fair, it's not cheap. I was poor. I just bought Max and Xbox. Okay, we're just to the. I get like this at certain points in the year where the bank account just is kind of dwindling a little bit. So you gotta tighten up that belt. So that's just where I was this week, and not a huge deal, but it's one of those. Okay, I'm gonna go the junior burgers. I'm not going to go biggie fry. And I don't even say that. I say large fry, even at Wendy's. And Wendy's is usually the better of your fast food options. I mean, I'm a connoisseur of crappy fast food. And that I put that maybe like third tier behind like Arby's and Steak and Shake. But
God, you're cheap.
It was not a. Again, I'm poor, not cheap. There's a difference. Finally, Muskegon Heights has been awarded a grant to improve its water infrastructure. The $11.4 million will include the replacement of lead service lines. The state will be requiring the replacement of all lead lines by 2041. So there you go. Oh, wait, sports.
Yeah.
Can't finish off without that. The Michigan beats the Ohio State in college hoops, 77-69. Michigan State falls to Rutgers on Saturday, 61-55. That's sports.
I'd like to remind everybody that Meadow Soprano went to Rutgers. That's
yes, she did.
See, we remember things,
yeah.
right?
Wait, did the character or did the actress go?
The character.
Mm.
Meadow. I
that
didn't
makes
say
yeah,
Jamie.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Jamie Lynn Ziegler. Yeah, that's
No,
right.
I
You
didn't
said
say that.
Meadow
I said
Soprano.
Meadow Soprano.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I'm sorry.
Wake up.
Well, you didn't say you because when people because I was blanking on what the actress's name was, so I didn't know if you were referring to her as Meadow Soprano because you forgot her real name.
Could I get the dollar menu, please?
Okay,
I haven't found my pennies yet.
You know what? What's even funnier? I bought a 5-hour energy yesterday because I knew I was going to need it this morning. Quarters, $3.50 worth of quarters. Okay, shut up. Okay,
Quarters.
Anyway,
alliteration for 200 in Jeopardy today.
Cool.
Did you get the category?
Alliteration for 200.
Do you even know what alliteration means?
It means it sounds like something.
Okay.
Or it kind of sound. It's flow. Yes.
You have no idea.
It's got the same sound. Yeah, it's got the same sound from this to that. Final four is good alliteration. That's alliteration.
So you're on target. I wasn't.
Yes.
I didn't know what alliteration meant.
Well, now you know. I educated you. You're welcome.
Hey, and you're the one casting aspersions at me for
I was not.
I'm a
You're
dumb
the
kid.
one who
I'm
came
a dumb
at me
kid
saying
from
you
nowhere.
don't even know that.
I don't know nothing, right?
Hey, wait!
Right.
I thought I was in. I thought I was in Light My Fart, Michigan, as you like to refer to the Barry County, and you're up there, and again in your ivory Twin Lake towers, looking down your nose at the rest of us.
Alliteration for 200. Two couples out together for dinner and a movie.
Two couples out together for a dinner and a movie. What is
this?
That
Is dinner
called?
and a movie. This is not what happens with all the people down in Barry County after dinner and a movie. Because I've seen Barry County exposed on the interweb.
Okay, again, right there you go.
We know what goes on in those single
Keep
wives.
coming at okay. There, of course. Anything else you like to crap on
No, I'm
God's
not
country
crapping on
anymore?
anything. That's a money maker.
Yeah.
Hey,
Of course, yes. Yeah. The
OnlyFans, Barry County. What a show.
OnlyFans and pseudo slumlords. That's what you're going with. Okay. Redneck slumlords. That's what you were going to.
No, I was talking about the Key Club down there in Barry County. Barry County Swingers on OnlyFans. I think I've seen you in a mask on that show.
You don't have to be lonely at farmersonly.com. All right, Sparta folks just don't get it. All right. I don't know what the answer is. I'm
Double
blanking
date.
on it. Oh, shit, damn. That was so obvious.
Have yourself a great Monday. Long live Eris. We love you, man. And I hope you get this
God
up there
bless
in heaven. And it's our salute to you. Dave, we'll see you back here tomorrow.
No, Wednesday.
Oh, Wednesday. That's right. We'll be off tomorrow.
There you go.
All right.
See ya.
Happy Monday, Muskegon. Hopefully you all enjoyed your weekend, and this week will be a lot warmer around here, so let's look at your forecast brought to you by Trendy Health. Your weather headlines for this week show we will have warmer temperatures likely in the 30s and even 40s throughout the rest of the week. And then a cold front will bring rain showers for Monday night, with heavier rain showers with a big storm system arriving Wednesday night, lasting into your Thursday. So looking at that cold frontal rain for Monday night, you can see it will arrive later Monday night, so all Monday evening will be dry until around midnight or so, when some light rain showers will be moving through the area. Those will continue into 4 a.m. or so. And you can see some heavier showers will be possible south of Grand Rapids. And then there's that cold front to start your morning hours. On Tuesday, you can see that cold front will be slicing through, bringing some rain shower activity throughout Muskegon County, and then that will end mid-morning on Tuesday. So the rainfall with the cold front doesn't look overly impressive, probably around 1/10 to maybe 2/10 of an inch of a rain. So we're not expecting much rainfall at all. It will just dampen the ground to start your Tuesday. Now temperature-wise today, it will be warmer with temperatures in the mid-30s across the region. and we'll stay around there pretty much for the rest of the week. So for your Monday, expect a high of 36 with possibly some sunshine throughout the day as well, with a few breaks in the cloud cover, and then overnight tonight we'll likely have that band of rain moving through with that cold front with a low of 32. Now the biggest weather story this week will likely be the storm system arriving Wednesday night into Thursday morning. You can see a low pressure system will be centered right over Chicago, which will keep us in the warmer sector of the storm, meaning we will see rain rather than snow, at least initially, as some heavier bands of rain will likely move through during the Thursday morning commute. And you can see that on our 7-day forecast, with rain showers arriving Wednesday night, continuing into Thursday, and then as colder air wraps around the system, we may convert to some snow showers Thursday night going into Friday, but we're not expecting much accumulation out of that, at least as of now. But in the meantime, we will be dealing with some rain showers Monday night going into Tuesday, with temperatures most of this week staying in the mid-30s to the lower 40s until they cool down briefly this coming weekend. And that's your Monday forecast, brought to you by Trinity Health on the Muskegon channel. And I'm Colton Woods Weather, and enjoy your day today.